In this episode, I'm going to show you how I'm fighting for my dreams and how you can too. Plus, music from Ivana. Let's get started. Welcome to the Christian Musicpreneur Podcast, where we provide tips, tools, techniques, and resources to help you grow your ministry. I'm your host, Simone Henry, a business coach and mentor for independent Christian recording artists. Hi, and welcome to a new episode of my brand new podcast called the Christian Musicpreneur Podcast with me, your host, Simone Henry. If you are new here and you've never met me, I do have episodes of my previous show on here, on YouTube. But for those of you who are listening through a podcast directory, a podcast platform, you may not have seen or heard any of my previous shows. So, welcome and thank you for joining. So, for this first episode, I did want to talk about some mindset things about fighting for your dreams. Right? I put this question out to my audience, and this was the first topic that came back that people wanted to hear about. So, I wanted to get started with this topic as my first episode because before we get into the nitty gritty of all the businessy things that we all have to do in order to have a thriving business, we have to our mindsets have to be right first, right? Before all of the rest of it can really be done, right? Before we can take action and move forward, we have to believe that we can do it. As a child, I was pretty insecure. I was shy, and didn't want to put myself out there. So, in order for me to really take action and really put myself out there and go after the dream that God put in my heart, I had to believe that I could do it. I remember doing a search online, and when I first got the idea for my digital download store, I thought, okay, this means I have to be an entrepreneur. If I'm really gonna take this idea and I'm gonna put it out there. I have to become an entrepreneur. And so I looked up online like how to start a business and what does it take to be an entrepreneur, and some of the traits that were out there were not traits that I had. And I thought, oh my gosh, can I really do this? Is this something that I should even start? I had some character flaws and some things that I needed to work on. So for me, I really had to decide and come to a realization like, okay, if I'm going to do this, I'm really going to need God's help. And because I didn't have those traits in me. So I went to my pastor and I went to two pastors actually. They both prayed for me, and and I said, okay, God is with me. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. Let's go. And from that day to this, it has been it's it's been a journey. It hasn't been just you know, okay, build a website, go out and meet people, sign up artists, get access to music and all these different things. Yes, it's been that, but it's also been a change in me. I had to believe that I could actually do this, that God would give me success, that even when setbacks happen, that All I needed to do really was to pivot, and so that I can move forward and not give up. So when it comes to changing your mindset, it really boils down to believing what God says about us. Um, there is this verse that somebody gave to me that I wrote down all these different traits that are in this passage of scripture. Ephesians 1:3-8. I listed them out and put it on my bathroom mirror so that I will see it every day, multiple times a day when I go in there now, because, being at home all day because of the pandemic, I see it multiple times, right? So Ephesians 1, chapter 1, verses 3-8 says, "Blessed be the God and Father of our Lord Jesus Christ, who has blessed us with every spiritual blessing in the heavenly places in Christ, just as he chose us in him before the foundation of the world, that we should be holy and without blame before him in love, having predestined us to adoption as sons by Jesus Christ to himself, according to the good pleasure of his will, to the praise of the glory of his grace, by which he made us accepted in the beloved. In him we have redemption through his blood, the forgiveness of sins, according to the riches of his grace, which he made to abound toward us in all wisdom and prudence." That's one of passages in Paul's epistles, right? And what did Peter say about Paul? Sometimes his stuff is just hard to understand. So, looking at that passage and breaking it down, there are some keywords in there that we can take and believe, because this is what the Lord is saying about us, about his chosen people, right? We are blessed, we are chosen, we are holy, we are blameless, we are loved, we are adopted, we are accepted, and we are forgiven and redeemed. And because we are all of these things, this is how the Lord sees us, his people who are called according to his purpose. Because he sees us this way, we can come boldly to his throne to ask for whatever we need. And we can also step out boldly and share these gifts that he has given us, whether it's music or speaking or drawing or whatever it is that he has given us, that he has put inside us. We have it. We can go boldly forth because we know we are a child of God. We are adopted. We are accepted. We are loved. And nothing can hold us back if we don't let it. It's really about, do we believe that God is with us every step of the way? We can't see the end, but we can see the first steps that we need to take. And that is really all we need in order to be able to move forward in these dreams and goals that we have for our lives. So I'm going to share some things that I have been doing to really shore up my mindset and to go after my dreams and to really fight for my dreams. It has been a long road, and you have seen the evidence, right? Just here on this YouTube channel, right? I start and I stop and I start and I stop sometimes. But God has called me to this. And every time I stop, he keeps calling me back. And each time I come back, I am better and stronger and more disciplined, and my character is better. And I am much more able to boldly go forth and share the knowledge that he has given me. and the expertise that he has given me. So, first off, I start my days with a morning routine. And my morning routine mostly it consists of prayer and Bible study every day, for my spiritual health, and reviewing my dreams and goals. Oh, I don't have my dream book here to show you, but I have a dream book. It's just a little notebook where I write out the things that I want to happen this year, and not only I not only have them written out, but I also have pictures to them, right? I listened to this lady who says our minds think in pictures, which is true. I think in pictures. And so if we want to manifest something in our lives, we need to be able to see it, which is why there's so many people out there teaching vision boards and visualizing your dreams and your goals. So what I do is I put pictures to these goals, and I have timelines, and every day I look at it and pray over them, and you know decide like what action steps I need to take in order to move forward. And in doing that, backing up, I wrote down everything I wanted. First of all, I wrote down everything I wanted, and then decided, okay, well, what can I accomplish over this year and over the next 5 years, and then made sure that I wrote them out as SMART goals, right? And I set a time limit, and I made it specific, right? They say don't ask for, if you want increase, don't ask for increase. Put down how much, right? If you want to grow your audience, put down how much. How many people do you need in your audience in order to say that you have arrived, or you have made it, you have a solid fan base in your music ministry? How many people is that? I had an artist do an exercise once. I said, close your eyes, imagine you're on stage. You're on the stage that you really want to be on, and you're looking out at the crowd. How many people are out there? Give me a number. And it helps to really think in concrete numbers, right? Because when you put a number to it, you put specifics to it, then your mind and God and the angels know what to help you with. They know what opportunities to bring your way and to put in your path so that you can achieve that goal, right? I've been speaking out affirmations, and I started with a list of affirmations that I got from this Christian motivational speaker. And once I got the hang of it, I wrote out some of my own, some that are specific to me that I really needed. And what else? Oh, and then I try to exercise every day, because exercise helps to, what is it? Endorphins in your brain. It all the good chemicals that help you take action and make you feel healthy. So doing all these things in the morning help you to set the tone for your day, and it helps you feel a sense of accomplishment, like I've accomplished something today. Another thing that I did that's really been helping me a lot. A lot of people say last year when the pandemic started, so many things shut down, and for a lot of people they say it was their worst year ever. For me, it was actually my best year ever, because it was a year of growth for me. I got help. I got a coach, a lady who is her niche is Black women, and mostly entrepreneurs. And she focuses a lot on mindset, and which is definitely something I needed. And what I do what she says. And I'm there in her community. She's gathered a community of some wonderful Black women who are holding each other up and helping each other, and have helped me quite a bit. And it has been it's just been a powerful experience. And so last year was a year that I've grown quite a bit. I got a therapist, and she is also someone who has helped me to grow and to set aside my insecurities and my fears. Um, and I have good friends around me, and just a great community of people that I can go to for help, right? Um, so yeah. So another thing that I've been doing is taking action. If you get a coach, if you get help, if you're getting advice from somebody, what I see a lot of artists doing is that they're watching all these podcasts. Like, I'm part of a group on Facebook that does a podcast every week. And I see the same people who are there, who are watching us every week. I do master classes in my Facebook group, in my free Facebook group, and on my personal page. And the thing that I wonder the most is, are you taking action? You may like what I have to say. It may be something that is something that maybe you haven't heard other people talk about before, or not a lot of other people are talking about, and it gives you a new perspective on things. But are you taking action? Because if you don't take action, nothing changes. Okay, something does change. Your knowledge grows. And that's a good thing. Your knowledge grows. For me, I was listening to podcasts for years, reading books, um, going to conferences and listening to all these different people, but I didn't take action on a lot of different things until until recently, really. And what I have decided to do was to adopt just-in-time learning, so that I'm taking more action, and the things that I'm learning are in direct correlation to what I need to take action on, to what I've strategized and what I've planned out. And that helps me to move forward. Nothing changes if you don't actually move forward, taking action, step by step, putting one foot in front of the other and moving forward. And my last tip is to never give up. You may have to pivot. You may have to change some things. You may have to let go of some people and add other people into your world. But don't give up. If God has called you to minister in music, and if things aren't working out the way you had hoped, it's okay. You're not losing, you're learning. Don't give up, but pivot and get the help you need. That is basically all I wanted to talk about today. I have some programs that can help you if you are interested in monetizing your ministry. If you have been in music for a while, you haven't really gotten any traction as far as your bank account is concerned, which is something you do need in order to sustain yourself for years to come, and to really put yourself out there and do what needs, and spread the gospel like you're called to do, you know. You need an income. I am here to help you. I have a Monetize Your Music Ministry program. It is a private program that is available to you. And also, I have another program where I help you to build up your fan base. You need fans in order to monetize. Who is streaming your music? Who is buying your merch? Who is who is doing all these things, right? You need a solid and engaged fan base. So if you need help with either of those things, feel free to set up an appointment with me to talk about it. We'll spend a half an hour and we'll see if we are a good fit to work together. Go to my website. The address is eshemusic.com/MMA in order to schedule a time to talk. Eshe Music, ECHE music.com/MMA. The URL will be in the show notes. So thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned for Ivana with Spiritual Weapons of War. Have a great day. Are you a Christian artist who has recorded at least a single, but not sure where to go from here? Are you looking for performance opportunities, but not sure where to start? Hi, I'm Simone Henry, the founder of Eshe Music, and I've set aside time in my schedule to speak specifically to your needs. Schedule a call with me now at eshemusic.com/MMA. That's ECHE music.com/MMA. I'm looking forward to talking with you. Thanks for listening to the Christian Musicpreneur podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, it would mean a lot to me if you would like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Feel free to share your takeaways in the comment section below and join my free Facebook group, Christian Recording Artists Seeking Freedom. See you next time, and remember to take action and never give up.